I'm Dee Wallace, and you're watching The 13th Wolfman.
Hey everybody, it's the 13th Wolfman. You know who I have with me today? I have Dee Wallace. You know her from Stepford Wives, The Howling, Cujo, amongst others. I mean, welcome to sit down, Dee.
Thanks, Wolfie. The Stepford Wives really have all my stuff. That's funny. That was my very, very, very first film. I have one word. Y'all. That's my German maid from Stepford Wives.
You're still in it though, and it's a classic horror film. You know, I still love it till this day. You know,
it's a great film.
But you did Streets of San Francisco.
I did. My first TV guest star. Well, no, it wasn't a guest star. It was a co-star. It was a rape scene. Is what it was, yeah. When I first got out to LA.
But, well, the interesting thing is that you and Michael Berryman, your co-host in The Hills Have Eyes, both worked with Michael Douglas in different capacities.
Oh, what did he work with Michael on?
Well, he was in Cuckoos Nest. Michael produced that.
I would have rather had Cuckoos Nest.
So. Not the happiest times doing it.
No, I had a great time doing it. You know, it's just Streets as compared to Cuckoo's Nest. That's that's a little bit of a step up there. Come on.
Well, I mean, you got to start somewhere. Suzanne Summers was in both American Graffiti, as the girl in the 56 T-Bird. And she was also the girl who gets shot in the Clint Eastwood movie, you know, on the rooftop. So.
Yeah, work when you're an actor.
Yeah. So I want to talk a little bit about one of my all-time favorite horror films, and that is The Hills Have Eyes.
Okay.
This is 1977. You guys are out in the middle of the desert. Was it as unbearable as I've heard it?
Yes. Yes, it was. We were dying of the heat during the day, and we were freezing at night. And there was one trailer for all the actors. And the toilet broke. So that kind of sets it up for you. It was... Well, it was. We all got along. We liked each other. You know, it was kind of a hard shoot, but at the same time, we were all young, and it's like, oh my God, I got a part in the movie. I got a big part in a movie. So we didn't care about much anything else back then. Now it's like, what do you mean I don't have my own dressing room?
And you worked with Wes a few times.
Nope, only worked with him once.
Oh,
I think. Do you have something I've forgotten? Because that's quite possible.
No, that's okay. There's a lot of facts up here that could get mixed up every now and then. You know?
I know the feeling.
But I heard the guy that played the. I don't know if this is true or not. But I heard the guy that played your father, like. In The Hills Have Eyes, pretty much lost it on the last day and disappeared.
I don't know anything about that story. Sorry.
Yeah, you're the second. I talked to Suze about this, and she didn't know anything either. So
yeah, I would guess that probably is one of those stories that just get started that don't have much foundation. There's a million of them flying around about every movie I've done. Like E.T. was actually based on a religious message. No, it wasn't. Just a little alien out there.
Yeah, I mean, there was a book, and I don't know.
Well, the book came after the movie, honey.
It did?
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know that. I know that they came out roughly around the same time, and I just always assumed that the book came later, or the book came first.
Yeah, no, they wrote the book because the movie was so successful. And now they've just come out with a new children's book on E.T. that's just coming out. I mean, they just keep that franchise going forever.
I mean, of all the movies you made, is that your favorite one to do that you've done?
Cujo's my favorite.
Real? Wow.
Cujo's my favorite movie. Not while I was doing it, but I just feel from an actor's point of view that I went as far as I could go, as truthfully as I could go there in that movie. It just pretty much took everything I had. And I'm really proud of my work in that. And Red Christmas is very much like that, performance-wise.
Yeah, Cujo is a brutal film. I mean, from a parent's point of view.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of people come up to me and go, Dee, I just watched it again and I'm a parent now and I see it through entirely different eyes.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite performances of yours. I've been a fan of yours since forever. I mean, the guys like to tease me, I'm the old man in the group, you know.
Well, thank you. Everybody's grown up on me, so it's okay.
But you worked with your late husband in more than two movies, but in two movies you guys were like in a relationship.
Yes. Christopher Stone, you're referring to.
Yes, yes, Christopher Stone.
Mm-hmm.
I love him as an actor. And again, I talked to your daughter about this when she was on, and so much that I feel like I was just kind of gushing a little too much about you.
I'm sure she appreciated that. She only knew him up till about the age of 7.
Yeah, that's what she said. But the Howling, how did you get involved with that?
I auditioned. And then I had a call back, and that's how I booked it.
Wow, it's a cool movie. Chris is in it. Patrick, but you have a lot of people don't realize that Roger Corman's in this movie.
Well, for that long, yeah.
For that long.
Well, Joe did Piranha for him, and Joe put in a lot of amazing little touches for the fans and everybody. All of the clips that we used, Joe paid for himself. The cartoons and the old movies that are in there, it was his idea to make all the characters names, old names, from old werewolf movies that the fans would get. It was all Joe Dante. Joe just has a vision that for me is quite amazing and creative.
Pretty cool. So now you've worked on Death House, and you have some other stuff coming up. You want to talk a little bit about the stuff you have coming?
Sure. Death House, they're calling it the Expendables of horror because there's so many horror icons that are in this movie. It's probably one of the most difficult roles I've ever done. It's very different from almost anything that I've done. She's kind of a female Hitler. And it was hard for me because usually most of my stuff is heart stuff and emotional stuff. And I really had to close my heart down to do this part. And it was hard for me. I went into some weird places on and off the set, as Harrison will tell you. Cheers to Harrison, by the way.
So when you get into a character, do you stay in that character that whole time, or
Not
transition out?
I tried it. I used to. I have letters that I wrote when I did Blake Edwards 10 that I look at now and I think Mary Lewis wrote these letters. Dee Wallace didn't write these letters. But I learned over the years, that you just you have to walk away when they say cut. Otherwise, like what happened to me in Cujo, I just completely depleted my adrenals completely.
Yeah, and we could see that in that movie. It comes across. I mean, like I said before, that movie is brutal. Um,
Well, we did our job then.
yeah, you were talking about a new Christmas movie, Red Christmas.
Yeah. Red Christmas
What's that
is
about?
actually out this month on Redbox and Netflix. It's an amazing film. Every fan out there needs to see both these films. I was also given a producer credit on it. I shot it in Australia, and it's it really is an example to what you can do brilliantly with very little. When you guys watch it, I want you to know we shot with 4 lights. We had 4 lights to shoot the whole movie. And it's
Wow.
really stylistic and amazing with what they did. Very much like the prison in Death House really lent itself. I mean, you would walk into this place and feel the movie. I mean, it almost did it for you. It was so disgusting.
Other than Death House and Red Christmas, you got anything else?
Well, Just Add Magic is still on Amazon Prime. It's a good family show. Your kids can watch it with you. You can binge watch it. I have a film called Ayla and one called Ouija House that I did some cameo stuff in. That I can't tell you when it's coming out, but they're in the can. And and now I am, as they say, between jobs.
Yeah, you're Dee Wallace. You'll find something.
Half for 45 years, baby. So
Yeah. Well, I know we got to get ready for the live show. So if people want to find you on social media, is there any place they can?
oh, I'm on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all of it. Yeah. So find Dee Wallace, D_Wallace, the real Dee Wallace, D at, I don't know. It's crazy, all this stuff. I'm all over though, and I'm on YouTube too.
Okay. Well, go out and you look for Dee Wallace. I know she's on Twitter because I follow her on Twitter. I chatted with you on Twitter.
All right. So what's my handle?
I believe it's the real Dee Wallace.
I thought that was Facebook. I thought Twitter was D_Wallace, but whatever. They'll find me. If you want to find me, you'll find me.
Yeah. So for Dee Wallace, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and of course, I'm on the prowl.